dance, she directs, she produces. She is Marissa Oliver to the stage.
Hey, how you doing today?
Blessed.
Blessed.
To be here, yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about your background and how you got your start in music.
Okay, so like many Southerners from small towns, I'm from Arkansas. Let's start there. I'm Arkansas native. I'm from Southeast Arkansas though, so Northwest Arkansas has only been my home since roughly, we can say 2018. I went to college in 18, graduated in 21, and then went home for some time and came back, and now I live in Northwest Arkansas. But like many Southern natives, my roots started in church. My people ain't play that. You was gonna go to church. And my love of music kind of developed there. I was also in school choirs, and I have also always had a profound love for reading, writing, and just literature in general. And so it was a mixture of both of those things, loving to read, loving to write. I think that's a great way to express yourself, especially maybe if you're more on the reserved side like I can be. It's a great self-expression tactic if there are things you want to talk about but might not necessarily want to talk about them with another person. Music is also a great outlet, and so I kind of just combine the two, and music is my thing that makes me feel alive.
I love that. I love how you talk about, essentially, like every other artist that's been here tonight, a multi-hyphenate, right? We do a little bit of everything. Can you talk about how all of that, like your writing and literature and all the things that you really enjoy, how that kind of funnels into your music?
I use big words, people say that. When I was growing up, I literally used to get, why you talk like that? And I was always like, talk like what? Just like, talk like, I guess, have a more extensive vocabulary than maybe what a 12 or 13-year-old would have at that time. But so I feel like that's definitely one of the ways that it shows up. And also in my music, I try to be intentional about messaging. It's kind of simple to, especially as a rapper, I can get in there and go, cat, rat, bat, hat, you feel me? And put on a leotard and make that work. But I'm trying to be more intentional about the messaging, particularly because I come from somewhere like Lake Village, Arkansas. I think it's very important for me to be an exemplar of what an Arkansas artist can be if they utilize their resources to the full extent, if you utilize your mind to the full extent. And so, yeah, I think just that love of literature, that love of syntax, and all those things, it shows in the music. Maybe from an objective standpoint, a consumer could answer that question a little bit better, but I think it shows up in ways like the messaging and maybe the impact.
I like how you brought that up. You brought up something that I think a lot of people don't understand, because many people who are here in Northwest Arkansas aren't from Arkansas at all. And one thing you did bring up was kind of touching on how sometimes people say, oh, you can't really make it out of Arkansas. You can't be seen when you're from Arkansas. How do you think you are, and you kind of touched on it, but how do we combat that?
Well, I think if you're not from one of those hubs where all eyes are on you, you just have to be more intentional, and you have to have a crazy level of grit. Like if you really want something, if you want to make something shake, and you know people don't come here looking for that, scouting for that particular thing, you have to come at it from maybe more angles than someone with access to more resources would have to. And then let's not forget, we got people that came from Arkansas, like Maya Angelou, Bill Clinton, Scottie Pippen. Like we got people. Neo. For me personally, like I said, I like to try to come at it as from as many angles as possible. So I'm trying, you listen to the music, you're impressed by that. You see the physicality and the image, you're impressed by that. You talk to me in conversation, I want you to walk away like, she has a nice personality. Like not just like she only a rapper, you know, because I'm a person. aside from being a rapper too. So I just think that a way to combat that is to just be strategic and intentional. And also, when you go places, let them know. I'm from the A70. That's what I tell people. I'm A70 from my head to my toes, and that ain't never gonna change.
Come on, A70. I love that. So you talk a little bit about your style, and if you've ever seen Avian Alia rap, freestyle, she has a style that is like no other.
I appreciate that.
Truly like no other. And I do want to know what influences that. And when I say your style, I would really love to know your style overall. You're one of the best dressers I know. Your hair is always fire. Your makeup's always fire. Everything. Like, how does that come together as your persona, your overall style?
Intentionality, man. Intentionality is just embedded into who I am. So it's not just the style, the hair, it's my work ethic, it's my fastidious nature. Like, I care about details. Details make up the big picture. What was the question? My bad.
How is your overall style like influenced? Or how does it influence your music? Either way.
I don't know, I just think that as an artist, I value the full package. I feel like it's not valued as much in this day and age because it's really easy to become like a social media pop viral moment or whatever. But back when I really decided that I wanted to pursue this, I was looking up to people like Beyonce. I still look up to her. And she is a beautiful exemplar of just someone who takes the craft really seriously and is like, I'm gonna give it to you from all angles. Like, I'm gonna give you quality from all angles. And going back to what I said previously, being from somewhere like Arkansas where people, they're not looking in this area for specifically what I do, I'm like, okay, I don't got time to waste. I don't have the luxury of half-stepping. So the style, all of that, it plays into it. It's like, if this is what you want to do, then you better figure out how to do it.
Well, you're a force to be reckoned with. You are a force to be reckoned with. One thing I do also appreciate about you, especially lately and like since I followed you, you never do the same thing. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. You never do the same thing.
That's my homegirl of over a decade.
You never do the same thing, and your voice reaches far. It really reaches far. I guess what I'm saying is, how far do we want to go?
As far as God gonna take me.
Amen.
When I think of like reach, I don't sit down and rack my brain or stress myself out and say I want to be Beyonce level. And if I don't reach that, I feel like a failure. It's like I'm learning a little bit more as my reach grows. 2025 was the year of reach for me. Like, if you have been following my journey for a few years, I put out my very first project in 21. And so that was my first time like putting myself out there as officially as a rapper. 2025 was the year stuff really started moving. So you see that? It takes time and it takes you learning yourself and your craft. I'm such a rambler.
No, I love this. I do, what you said that, I did, I think it was over the summer, I was like, man, this girl is killing it. And I saw Timbaland retweeted her, reposted her. One of the best producers in the world knows who you are.
He does, I met him.
That is so cool. That is so cool. But your reach is just so far. I love, like, this is my guilty pleasure. I will read the comments.
Most social media consumers do.
Yeah, I do read the comments. Some people are like, oh, I try to stay away from the comments. No, I do read the comments. I don't think, and you probably have because it's your social media, but I don't ever see anything negative.
I delete it.
You delete it.
It's my world. You ain't finna come over here straight.
Period.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
So anything too off kilter, blocked.
Yeah. Protect your energy.
Hello?
I like that. But I know I see so much love and so much support. I know some of my favorite thing I see in your comments, and it's because it's true, is she is something different. She's not like, And they don't even say like any of the other female rappers. You not like any of these rappers overall. So I think that is just so exciting. But you're a great rapper.
Thank you.
But let's talk about your other endeavors that you're kind of getting into. I kind of see your pen has been working in other ways. Tell us a little bit about that. Oh, I've heard about your blog.
Oh, that's very new. That's a very new venture. But last year, like last quarter of last year, I decided I wanted to do a Substack because again, I love to write and I felt like it was a easy way I could connect with my audience. And so that is something I am learning about and stepping into. Like I said, last year was a year of exposure for me, so I have more eyes on me now than I ever have. So I'm like, okay, what's a way, an authentic way that I can be consistent and like really communicate with my community? Because I do want to feel, I want people to feel like they can talk to me and, you know, that I'm not above anybody. But, yeah, so I started a Substack and I only made one post, y'all. So if you want to read the one post, you can go read it. But I talk about how, whether rappers are misunderstood or whether rap is just an emotional outlet for us. And so if you want to check that out, you can find it probably somewhere on social media, somewhere.
I just think that's so great. Let's talk a little bit about what's coming up for you. Tell us about it.
I'm dropping my first album this year. And so I'm excited about that. If you go sift through my discography, you'll see I have some singles, I have 2 EPs, but this is the first full coherent body of work that is like over 10 songs that I will be releasing. And I did it all off the strength of my own back. So I'm patting myself on the back for that because it was not an easy feat. I started it in the summer of 24, and we are approaching the summer of 26, and it is just now about to be released. So I just want to say that as a testament to you can't give up, and it's not overnight, and it's not easy. Like I started a project in the summer of 24. I thought it would take me no more than 6 months. It took 2 years. I didn't give up on it though. I kept the vision. So yeah, that's coming out. It'll be the longest body of work I've ever come out with, and I'm excited.
I truly think, yeah, go ahead. I truly think that that longer vision will really pay off.
Oh, absolutely, because I was molded in those 2 years. Like literally, the first line in one of the songs is, I went through the fire and came back refined. I went and talked to God and came back aligned. Like, y'all, yeah, 2 years was needed.
Sounds like a journey. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear it. If we're looking into the future and you see Avian Alia at the top of everything, what does that mean? We at the top, what does that mean?
I have no idea. And I like to leave it fluid like that. Because I think if you place like such heavy expectations on exactly what you want it to look like, you'll be very sad if it doesn't look like that. And so I leave myself open to opportunities. I was just in the back there, and one of the other artists that are here, Dr. Bree, I heard her say, I'm a chronic say yeser. Sort of kind of me too. But yeah, when opportunities present themselves to you, don't be scared. Like even if it's something you've never done before, walk into it and trust that when you're in it, you'll develop what you need in it. You know what I'm saying? So don't be like, I don't have what it takes. Go on in there. You'll figure it out. Just have some confidence in yourself. And so I don't know what my peak looks like. And I also don't rush to get to it because the only thing after a peak is the descent. And so I'm letting it flow, I'm letting what happens, and I'm just hoping to inspire some people along the way and to share some love along the way. Beautiful Black women in the film, who 2 of them are in this room tonight.
Y'all are looking good in there. Girl, I hope you are really so proud of everything that you have accomplished. And you are truly a light, and I cannot wait to see everything that's about to come for you.
Thank you.
Please tell the people how they can follow you.
So you can find me everywhere, all streaming platforms, all social media at Avian Alia, that's AVIANALIA. And it's pretty straightforward, straight like that. You can find me everywhere, AVIANALIA.
Thank you. Y'all give her a hand.